In this video, I'll tell you everything you need to know about pet insurance, and we're starting right now. Hey guys, Elliot here. So if you own pets, you may be wondering, what exactly is pet insurance and do I need it? Pet insurance is a way to save on veterinary costs when your pet gets sick or injured, so it's essentially a healthcare insurance policy for animals. This protects you against the risk of paying high medical fees or worse, having to put down your pet because you can't afford surgery. Most pet health insurance plans are paid on a monthly schedule with costs ranging from $120 to $720 per year, with the average in the US being about $433 annually. Pet insurance has actually been around for a long time, with the first known policy written in 1890 for horses and other livestock. Today, the most amounts of pet insurance policies are written in Sweden, with the UK in second place, and both countries have nearly a quarter of their pets covered. Here in the US, the first pet insurance policy was written in 1982 and issued for television's Lassie. Only about 0.7% of all pets are covered here, so this idea is not as popular as overseas, but it is gaining momentum. The main motivation behind having pet insurance is the rising cost of veterinary services. As vets have gone high-tech with new and expensive drugs and diagnostics available, coupled with the public's expectation for the health of their pets, treatment costs started approaching that of human medicine in some cases. However, pet insurance, contrary to what is commonly believed, is not exactly a pet version of human health insurance. Rather, it's a form of property insurance, as pets are, in the eyes of the law at least, considered property. Pet owners essentially submit a claim and get reimbursed after their pets receive care. In recent years, a system called Direct Pay was set up by a major pet insurer named Trepanion Pet Insurance, which allows vets to bill the insurance directly. Until recently, pet insurance was not preventative in nature. It did not pay for vaccinations or routine visits, only emergency, surgical, and other non-scheduled care. This is starting to change as companies began offering a comprehensive coverage option more in line with human insurance. Currently, you can get the following three types of plans. The first is an accident plan. This is a plan that covers only accidental injuries with no preventative care. You can go to any licensed vet and get reimbursed a set percentage of a claim, and this plan, of course, is on the less expensive side. The second is a comprehensive plan. Essentially, it's the same as an accident plan, but with illnesses, congenital, and hereditary problems also covered. Also, wellness and preventative care coverage can be added. You can go to any licensed vet and get reimbursed a set percentage of a claim, but as you would expect, this plan is on the more expensive side. Finally, we have a membership plan. This is not really insurance per se, but a way to get discount services among participating vets. You are limited who you can go to, but any health issue is acceptable. Your savings will vary, but of course it will be better than paying out of pocket, though not as good as a comprehensive plan. Pet insurance has copays and deductibles similar to human health insurance. The deductible is the amount you must pay to the insurance company before they pay out anything against your claim. A copay is a percentage of the total medical expenses you must pay once your deductible limit has been reached. For example, if your veterinary bill is $2,000 and you have a deductible of $500 and a copay of 20%, you would pay your $500 deductible and a copay of $300. Your insurer will then reimburse you $1,200 to cover the rest of the cost of treatment. Similar to your deductible amount, you can usually choose your copay amount when you take out your policy. Now, if you recall, pre-existing conditions and lack of insurance availability were a major issue in human health insurance, with the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, having to be written to address this. Well, with pet insurance, you're truly out of luck, as almost all pet insurance providers won't cover treatment for any pre-existing conditions. This means that if your pet is suffering from a medical condition or is showing signs of a medical condition before the date your policy starts or during the policy waiting period, any treatment related to the condition is unlikely to be covered. So as a result of this, it's important to take out health insurance for your pet while they're still young. Most pet insurance providers will enroll pets from as young as 6 weeks old. Pet insurance has limits both for overall total annual expenditures, which is usually around $10,000, and also a per condition limit, which is usually $1,000. The per condition limit simply means that there is a limit to the amount you can claim for all treatments relating to the same health conditions or injury. Pet insurance also has something called waiting periods, and the first one is right after enrollment. During this period, you will not be able to make any claims for accidents or illnesses, and if your pet does fall ill, this will be classed as a pre-existing condition. The initial waiting period for accidents and illnesses will vary in length depending on your insurer. However, it's normally around 48 hours for accidents and 14 days for for illnesses effective from the start of your policy. Most insurers will also have a waiting period for orthopedic conditions, which can range from 14 days to 12 months. This means that if your pet develops an orthopedic issue in the waiting period, you will not be able to make a claim. There are a few more exclusions to know about. For example, you may have problems getting some hereditary or inbreeding conditions such as hip dysplasia covered because of something called an exclusion of bilateral conditions clause. Also, pet insurance will not usually cover prescription diets for conditions like diabetes, bladder stones, or heart disease. It's also more difficult to enroll older pets. First-time enrollment may be unavailable for any pet over 10 years old. There's just too much risk for medical problems to the insurer. Other miscellaneous exclusions include behavioral issues, grooming, and dental disease. Finally, we come to exotic pets. This is anything that isn't a dog, cat, rabbit, or farm animal. If you have an exotic pet, there are insurance companies such as one called Pet Assured that will cover them, but expect to potentially see higher premiums. So in summary, the cost of pet insurance is dependent on three factors. The first is how comprehensive you want your coverage to be. The second depends on the pet you have, and the third on where you live. In general, a low deductible and high reimbursement level will lead to low costs per incident but a higher premium each month. Additionally, some plans allow you to select how much in medical costs you want the insurer to cover each year. This is called the annual max, and selecting a high max will mean a higher payment. There are some plans that do not set an annual or lifetime max but expect to pay much more for this. Fortunately, most plans are fairly a la carte and will give you the option to either purchase endorsements or add-ons which will enhance your core coverage, or you can subtract coverage to save money, giving you a chance to custom create a policy that offers just the right amount of protection while still being affordable. The second factor is the species. Dogs cost more to insure than cats, with male dogs having the highest premiums and female cats the lowest. Also important is the breed. Larger pets generally cost more to insure because they tend to have a shorter lifespan and develop more health issues. Then there's age. Younger pets are cheaper to insure as they usually have minimal health issues in their early years. And finally, the third factor is location. Premiums vary according to state and zip code, with more densely populated areas carrying higher insurance costs. Some of the major pet insurance providers that you should know about are Allstate Pet Insurance, ASPCA Pet Health Insurance, Embrace Pet Insurance, Figo Pet Insurance, Hartville Pet Insurance, Healthy Paws Pet Insurance, Nationwide Pet Insurance, Pet Assure Pet Insurance, Pet First Pet Insurance, Pet's Best Pet Insurance, and Trepanion Pet Insurance. Okay, that was a fairly comprehensive description of pet insurance for those who have a four-legged companion. As always, if you enjoy this content, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.